Cultures are a sacred part of ourselves that are passed on from one generation to another. It is a huge part of our lives because that is what we practice and grew up on, whether consciously or not. However, we cannot ignore the fact that there are people out there who are ignorant about other people's culture. Hence, today we will be talking about the Igorots in the Cordillera Administrative Region, specifically in Ifugao and Mountain Province. Ifugao is located southeast of the Cordillera Administrative Region. It is a land of beautiful rice terraces. Here, you can see the Banawe rice terraces, which are recognized as the 8th wonder of the world. It is said that if all the terraces were built from end to end, they would be able to cover half of the world. Starting off with cultural icon from Ifugao is Kathleen Abluyan. She is an Ifugao singer that is known for composing Christian songs, both in English and in her native dialect.
Rituals and practices are done in Ifugao. Honga, a ritual performed when someone's life is in critical condition, so that they may go to a good destination in the afterlife. Momon, a sacred ceremony performed before a couple gets together. The man gives a pig to the woman's family as a sign of respect and a symbol of asking permission for them to live together under the same roof. Buyon, it is closely similar to hula or guessing, wherein a chicken or pig is butchered and is used to find out something the person wants to know. Binogwa, it is done when dead remains are already bones, and when a family member becomes ill and almost incurable. It is done to calm down the soul of the deceased because of the belief that a restless soul can cause a chronic diseases. Dangli, a common ritual for those who die of old age. It shows gratitude and honor to the person who died for their achievements while they are alive.
Here are the famous local foods in Ifugao. First is etag, a pork meat that is preserved the traditional way via the method of salting and then was left for a week. It is air-dried under the sun or smoked for several weeks or months. Second is banakle, a dish made of glutinous rice that is wrapped in banana leaves and then boiled. Third is baya, rice wine made from the native rice in Ifugao. It is widely used during ceremonial occasions and during the bountiful harvest was part of the feast.
Vava is a sauteed frog legs. From frog legs is marinated with milk and seasoned with salt and pepper, then drenched in flour, cooked in large skillet until golden brown.
Last is inlagi, a native chicken stew that is used during rituals or celebrations. It is a ginger and onion-based soup with chicken as its main ingredient.
Traditional attires in Ifugao. Wano, or more commonly known as a G-string. A long piece of cloth woven on the backstrap loom. It is wrapped around the lower part of the body and it is only worn by men. Tolge. It is the traditional wrap around skirt worn by Ifugao women. Bontong, a bag with a brass coil and a brass ring that acts as a handle. It is used by Ifugao men to keep their charms, betel nut, pipes, tobacco, and other necessities. Pungot, an elegant headgear made out of the inner layer of bark. It is adorned with large red beads and horsehair is embedded at the edges. Lama, it is an Ifugao woman's upper garment. The original lama was used by women as protection from the sun as they worked in the rice fields.
Traditional dances in Ifugao. The first one is Himong. It is known as a war dance that is done after a violent death of a member of a community. The dance is one of the cultural remnants of the time of tribal conflict. Second one is Uyaoy, an Ifugao wedding dance accompanied by gongs and performed by the affluent to attain the second level of the wealthy class. Wealthy people who perform this dance are entitled to the use of gongs at their death. The last one is Bumaya, a dance of thanksgiving to the god Kabunyan that is performed by both men and women. It mimics the action of a rooster scratching the ground. This joyful dance serves as a prayer of the thanks for a bountiful harvest.
The next culture we would like to share is the culture in Mountain Province. Mountain Province was called La Montañosa by Spanish administrators for its mountainous terrain. It is also known to be the Philippines' biggest and highest chain of mountains. Starting off with a cultural icon from the Mountain Province is Jeric Sigmaton, or more famously known as Carrot Man. He went viral back in 2016 because of his model-like looks. He is now a singer, model, and actor.
Rituals and practices that are done in Mountain Province. Atang, or also known as an offering. This is a basket of food for the spirits of our ancestors. Before food is served to mourners and guests, an atang is set aside in the corner for the spirits. Kanyao. It is a socio-religious ritual where chickens, pigs, and or carabaos are butchered as a sacrifice and feasted on. This is usually a thanksgiving to the god Kabunyan. Daw-uth. The ritual's purpose is to cleanse the mind of the survivors and rescuers in the case of massive death like in landslides or deluge. It is also done to rid a place of evil spirits that cause tragedies for those who are living. Bagnas, a gathering where the people show their gratitude to the Kabunyan and where they ask blessings so that nothing wrong might happen to their village. Langay Festival. This is a festival where the people show their respect for others, to share their happiness and blessings, and to strengthen and improve your relationship with others.
Next will be the famous and local foods in the Mountain Province. First is tapoy, a rice wine similar to baya from the Ifugao culture. It is drunk on important occasions such as weddings, rice harvesting ceremonies, fiestas, and cultural fairs. Second is deltag. This dish is common in the Cordillera, hence the similarities with the Ifugao culture. Once more, it is pork that is cured in salt and then sun-dried or smoked. Third is the linapot, a delicacy made with sticky rice with a crushed peanut filling. It is wrapped with banana leaves and steamed. This is cooked almost in every occasion and is shared with the neighbors. Fourth is the pinikpikan, a tradition of the Igorot tribes, which is prepared by beating a live chicken prior to cooking. By beating the chicken, its blood rises to the surface, which improves the flavor after cooking. And lastly is the pinunog or blood sausage. It is mostly made with pig's blood, minced pork fat, salt, red onions, ginger, and garlic, which is stuffed in a casing made from pig's balls and intestine. It is traditionally prepared during pig sacrifice ceremonies.
Traditional attires in Mountain Province. Wanus. It's commonly known as a G-string, similar to wano. It's a long strip of woven cloth that men wear for the lower part of their body. Tapis. It is similar to tolge, which are both wrap-around woven skirts for women. Bakgut. This is a white belt made of twined threads that is used to hold the tapis in place. Apungoy. A woman's headdress that consists of beads, snake bones, and seashells.
Palaka is the men's headdress for bontoks, and menswear necklaces is called buaya.
Traditional dances in Mountain Province. Boogie Boogie. It is a courtship dance performed in a fast rhythm where a male and female pair dance using bold marching steps. Takik. A Thanksgiving dance performed during weddings and feasts, which has 6 players for each set that is performed rhythmically to produce harmony. Balangbang or Patong. It's a reenactment of a war dance where dancers look like they are observing and following the enemy. In other parts of Mountain Province, it is also a dance between two fighters.
The Cordilleras is made up of thousands of different cultures that have similarities with each other. However, these different cultures have their own unique twist to their own culture. This marks the end of our video, and we hope you learned something new about the cultures of Ifugao and Mountain Province.